Congrats to Austin Robinson. You are the winner for the Cricut Deluxe Paper Pack. If you will, please private message me. I'll post my email address in the video description with your mailing address so I can get this shipped out. I want to thank everyone who participated. This really helps my channel get seen and grow. Because it's the first day of fall, which is my favorite time of year, I am doing not one, but two door hanger tutorials with you guys today. I purchased these 12-inch in diameter squares off of Amazon, and the first one I'm going to be doing a gray stain. I cannot remember exactly the color. I will link it below in the description though. This is going to be one that I have sitting on my table. So one's going to be a door hanger. The other one's going to be one that sits in like a plate rack. But you can definitely do these however you would like. I purchased this little 4-pack of pumpkins at the Dollar Tree. And last year, this was the color that I used in a lot of my decor. And I just did, this one took 3 coats. If you have spray paint, you could do a quick coat of spray paint and probably only get to do 1 coat, but I was out. And I only needed to do 2, so it wasn't a big deal. Once the stain has completely dried, this is one of the designs that I have available online in my Etsy shop. Also, if you are a Facebook group member, you save an additional 20%. So there's a code in the file section along with some freebies. Now, I did a reverse weave because for this particular door, well, this one's not going to be the door hanger. This one's going to be the one that sits on my table. I wanted the paint effect. So I did a reverse weave with my vinyl. I'm using Dollar Tree clear contact paper to apply it. And you want to go around where the letters are or were and make sure everything is really nice and secure because you don't want your paint to bleed. Now, I am using this, it's an older chalk paint that I had purchased here a while back. It's gotten a little thick, so I'm going to add it with some of the other paint that I used on the pumpkins to loosen it up a little bit. And it really does add a really pretty color as well. And when you're doing anything with sign making, you normally, when you do your first coat of paint, you normally do the first coat to be what is closest to the background color. Well, because this was stained, I didn't know how the stain would do. So I just took some clear Mod Podge and one of the cosmetic sponge brushes from the Dollar Tree and then just in a light coat. That's going to help the color that you are actually painting with from bleeding through. It gives it a more clear-cut, crisp finish. Once that clear Mod Podge is completely dried, I am going over with the paint that I'm using for the font color, which is this beautiful turquoise that we had just mixed. And this one, I did 1 coat, allowed it to completely dry, and then did another coat. And that Mod Podge clear coat that I'd done first really helped prevent any bleeding from the turquoise paint. One thing I learned with these circles though is that when you're removing this vinyl, usually I try to use the non-permanent adhesive vinyl, but I was out, so this one was a permanent one. It's got more of a stickier grip. And you're going to want to do it slowly and evenly with your pressure. But I noticed that going from left to right really helped out versus going up and down. If I went up, I noticed it did want to take some of the wood with it a little bit. Um, and I ended up having to go back in and touch up a little. Now that my mini pumpkins are dry, I'm just adding a little bit of a hot glue in the center for the stem so it's nice and secure. And I got this little sprig of berries at the Dollar Tree as well. I had some left over from a previous project, and I just glued these down onto the board with hot glue. And I also got the 3-pack of cream colored pumpkins from the Dollar Tree when they first put everything out. Now I'm just going back and repositioning and adding more hot glue to the areas that I'd already glued. I just want to make sure everything is nice and secure because this one's going to be standing upwards. I didn't want anything to come falling down or getting wonky in the process. And there you have it. This one's going to be on a plate stand on my entry table with the pumpkin theme that I had done last year. This plate stand was another Salvation Army score, so if you watched my previous video, you know that I can find some cool stuff there. Now on to the next one. The next one is going to be the Hello Fall. I really wanted the Expresso color with this one because the ribbon and decor that I picked up from the Dollar Tree just felt like this really accented those colors. For this one, I'm using, it's a matte vinyl, adhesive vinyl. I purchased it from 143vinyl.com, and I really like the matte finish. I just feel like it gives it more of an upscale finished look, and if you really like the painted finish versus the vinyl finish, the way it looks, I feel like you can get that more of that from this matte without having to take all the additional steps. So here are my two ribbon choices. I really thought these two went really well together. Again, I purchased these from the Dollar Tree. And I'm not the best bow maker or bow tyer, as you can see. I try to do it the easiest way possible. And so for the center, I just pinch it the best that I can together in the center. And then now I'm just taking some floor wire and going around it. Next, I'm going to add some twine that I also purchased from the Dollar Tree. As you can see, I when I can find it there, I grab it because I can usually get some pretty good deals. But I use the twine for the center so it hides that, and I just really like the look that it gives with the color combos. After I have my bow attached, I just fluffed it out, cut the ends down, and I really hate that my video on my phone did not capture how I attached the beaded garland hoop. I will link the video right here. It shows you in a previous one how I paint the beads. This one, once I had them connected on a string, I just tied off on both ends and then hot glued it to the back. And there you have it. I just really like the look. It's so simple, but yet elegant. And that's the look I was going for. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And please like, share, and comment because I am having another giveaway coming up. So if you are on Facebook or Instagram, make sure to follow me there and I will announce that later this evening. Hope to see you next time.